Okay, we're at part 3 of the tutorial video on cutting aluminum cans safely and creating aluminum can flowers. So the flowers that I cut for part 2, they're all here. I started doing some trimming on them to give you an idea. Here's one. I didn't cut these. I'll show you how I did that. But it gives the curved look. And you can pretty much do whatever the heck you want as far as the ends. You can actually even leave them just like they are. I've done that. But to do this look, I just, different scissors, small ones. I just do a round snip all the way. Just like that. That's how it is. You still got your curve. That looks good. Set that one aside. This is the smaller piece. I did a little differently. This is the one that goes in the center. And for this one, just kind of note that it's flat on the ends. At least I try to make it flat because I don't want it to poke anyone. So I go to the back and I go all the way around each one at an angle. And they don't have to look perfect. Then I flip it over, and these are the sides I did not yet do, even though I've done it where it just looks like that. That looks cool also. And then where I left off, I try to not be at a point, but be in a little bit to make the other turn. That way, when it pokes you, it's not as sharp. Go all the way around on those. As such. Okay, now none of them are too sharp. So I've got that one done. This is another piece that we cut. It's got the same thing, flat edges. You can even round them off if you like. It just gives a different look. And I like both looks, frankly. So I do the same thing on this one. I go to the middle, cut that way, flip it, leave a little space, and then cut again. So you've got that flower look, this flower look, and see how nicely it sets in there? I do a lot of bending also to make it look better, look cooler, look more like a flower. This is a piece, a can that we started to cut. I was just doing round edges, and it's the same in theory. You can do it this way or just rounding it off. The little scissors are definitely helpful, but I just go around, hold on to it, round it off. You can see the difference in the way the petals look. So then, these are larger ones. And let's see, with this one, I think I will do a longer petal look, which involves flipping it over, cutting it as so. And this is a good time if you want to even up the size of your flowers. This can help. If some leaves are bigger, just go down further. So I've cut those. I flip it back over. Like I said before, you can either round it or leave a little space so it's not too sharp. Follow through on the other side. Just like so. So you can see then the edges. Sometimes at an angle it looks pretty cool too, so don't be too particular on having to have it all look completely uniform. It's art, it's flexible. So then I've got a very large one right here that I cut. And if I was, just to show you an idea, You can put so many layers in. I mean, whatever you're choosing. I generally try and keep each layer smaller as I go. But these are just a little bit too big, as you can see. So when I cut them down, I want to cut them maybe about here, so it looks more uniform. So we'll try that. Maybe just round edges on this one. As round as I can get them. You'll find that different scissors work with different parts of this project, most definitely. And just use whatever you're comfortable with. Like sometimes these small ones are harder on the hands, but they do work better for the fine detail. All right, so now if we take this one, we'll see the difference because you can always modify it. We'll see how different it is as far as size goes with the other flowers in it. And you can position it. We'll get more into positioning when we're going to actually attach them to one another, but it could probably come down a little bit more. So just an FYI that makes it easier. Figure out approximate, I'm gonna say about that far. And you can be pretty uniform all the way around. And then you'll just go around again and round off the edges. So now I've changed the size to more incorporate the other sizes of flowers. Now once those are rounded, that'll look perfect. And then you put these two in there. That looks awesome so far. But picture it with these rounded. So that would be one flower, but we're not even close to being done yet. There's so many little tweaks and details. I generally cut a bunch of them, piece them together for a different look, see how it's gonna be. Now with this one, I actually cut down a little bit further to show you if you need a wider base. If you just snip slightly beyond into the silver area of the can, they all have it, no matter the color of the can. And when you bend it down, you're opening up the area much more. And there are a lot of reasons that can be beneficial. If you're going to put something in the center, for one, that's helpful. Having a larger space to work with, for glue purposes, whatever it may be. But a simple slight snip just a little further down will give you that look. So we've got that. So that's pretty much all for now. My next video, I will be showing you how to design some flowers before you paint them and the effect that it will give you. So thanks for watching, and we'll see you then.